In August at the Slow Food Nation Eden in San Francisco, I pledged on a tablecloth that within a year we would get something into the school lunches. 1 month later, we served lettuce with cherry tomatoes, carrots, and green beans in the high school and elementary school cafeterias. On an average day, they sell between 4 and 6 salads. That day, with our vegetables, they sold over 70. And slowly, we have proven ourselves. We proved to the school committee that we were dedicated and organized, and that we had thought through the challenges we would face. We proved to our teachers that we weren't just out to scatter some seeds across the earth. And most importantly, we proved to ourselves that youth can make a difference. We did it by doing big things and little things. We did it by donating over 500 kilograms of produce to low-income families around the region, and by putting a cherry tomato in the mailbox of every teacher and staff member at our school. On Monday, exactly 1 year after walking into my school to talk to Mr. Powell about this idea of getting kids to pay more attention to food in the natural world, I once again walked through those doors. This time, I just come up from the garden, where I'd been looking at the drawing that had been drawn out for the expansion of our garden, and looking at the area that had been sketched out for a fruit orchard. I was going in to talk to Mr. Powell once more, but this time, I had to make sure that the head of the cafeteria had received our 30 kilograms of potatoes for Project Sprout mashed potatoes. I also had to confirm a meeting with 2 other students from a nearby school that also want a Project Sprout. And I wondered in 2 Octobers from now, when I'm a senior, what I would be going in to talk to him about. And I wondered in 20 years from now, when even Mr. Powell is gone, who would be checking up on the garden before school. And I knew that no matter who it was, someone would be there, and the garden would be even more beautiful than it is today. This last year has been the best year of my life. I've had the most amazing moments working on Project Sprout. Moments like seeing a group of kindergartners run into the garden, actually excited about pulling up weeds. One girl informed Sarah that she hated sweet peas, but that the ones at Project Sprout were delicious. Or moments like when the tension started coming down to the garden, and they started asking for more jobs because they were having so much fun. One kid who most of the time I'm afraid is going to beat me up told me that Project Sprout kicked ass. Or moments like in September, when our whole team hung out in the parking lot of the school after a follow-up school committee meeting, and we ate our freshly picked watermelon off the back of Mr. Powell's truck. But working on Project Sprout, I've also had some of the worst days and weeks of my life. Like when it seemed our entire fundraiser would fall through after 2 months of planning, or when we didn't get the first grant we applied to after working on it for 4 weeks. At one point in the spring, I missed a science competition to go to an important Project Sprout meeting, and the people I let down didn't talk to me for months. There have been nights when I didn't sleep at all, and when I thought I would never recover. But I would take 1,000 more of those nights for just one of the amazing things that has happened over the past 12 months. But it is not just what has happened over the past 12 months, although those things were incredible. It is about how it happened, and it is about what is going to happen. Because the truth is, Sarah and Natalie and I are not special. We don't have some awesome gift or power. We just have 2 things. We have youth, which is found in every town and every part of the world, and we have motivation, which is out there. A lot of it is out there. Mount Everett, the school in the town south of us, has asked for help starting their own Project Sprout. So is the school in the town north of us, as well as Lincoln Academy in Maine, over 500 kilometers away. Youth Radio in California, almost over 5,000 kilometers away, has asked for help putting a Project Sprout on their roof. And even a school in Kédougou, Senegal, all the way across the Atlantic, wants to become our sister project in the development of a Project Sprout Kédougou. That's the most amazing part. That's the most exciting part, that it is spreading. There are kids all over the world who want to make this happen. All they need is a little hope and inspiration. What all of you have started is an unbelievable beginning to a powerful revolution. But I know that all of you are wondering if my generation will be able to continue that revolution and take it to the extent of its mission. Well, I'm here today because I want you to know that we got it. I want you to know that from now on, people can stop saying kids these days and start saying kids these days. That's why I'm here today. Not because the story of Project Sprout is a success story. This project is still very young, and we still have a long way to go. Who knows what obstacles and challenges lie ahead? It is not a success story. It is something else entirely. It is a window through which all of us can get a glimpse at the power of youth. It is a promise to our parents, to all of you, that we will continue what you started. The story of Project Sprout is a message from our generation to all those that came before us that says we will be the generation that reunites mankind with the earth. Thank you.